How long can we maintain, I wonder? How long before one of us starts raving and jabbering at this boy? What will he think then? This same lonely desert was the last known home of the Manson family. Would he make that grim connection when my attorney starts screaming about bats and huge manta rays coming down on the car? If so, well, we'll just have to cut his head off and bury him somewhere. Because it goes without saying that we can't turn him loose. He'd report us at once to some kind of outback Nazi law enforcement agency, and they'll run us down like dogs. Jesus, did I say that? Or just think it? Was I talking? Did they hear me?
Okay, what's up there, people? Hunter Spoke Riders here again. I last left off with the old engine hoist. Finally picked it up. I don't think I'll be pulling the motor this weekend because there is a little thing I want to hook on there, an extra piece I need to buy called a load leveler. So until I get that load leveler, I think I'm gonna hold off on trying to just pull the motor with the old hook and the chain. I could, but you know, I'm in no hurry. It ain't that serious. I'll wait till next weekend to actually pull it. Yeah, still don't have an air hose yet either, so I'll probably buy the air hoses at the same time as I buy the load leveler. So ain't gonna do too much with the old air compressor this weekend. But the goal probably for this weekend, I stroll over here, see what we got going on, is jump back on this engine compartment here. This thing ain't really nowhere near ready to be pulled as it is, so I think I want to, before I try to pull this motor and tranny on one unit, I want to try to strip as many parts off of it as I can. So that's going to be the goal for this weekend, is try to pull some of these parts off and make sure I label everything, and so I can know how to get them back on there when it's time to put it all back together. So nothing major this weekend. No motor and tranny being pulled this weekend. Maybe next weekend. Okay. Got that pulley off. Now, I must say, boy, this bad boy ain't really looking too good. Although it still ran good. It did have an oil leak, but I'll tell you, boy, from the looks of this front of this motor, it's not really looking too hot. While I pulled up that water pump, I'm not really liking the way this looks in here. A lot of crust and crud, and it look like rust and crystals in there. So I'm not liking the way that looks, and I'm definitely not liking the way that looks down in there. Rust and crud and crystals. So I think that's all I'm gonna do. Oh no, I'll pull this off here, and once I'm done pulling this off, I think that's all I'm gonna pull off of the front half of the motor. Had to put the clamp on that because it had gas just dripping out steady stream. Alright. I think that's about all I'm gonna do for this weekend. That's a nice little style, a nice little group of parts there. Pulled off a lot of stuff this weekend. So, you know, that's good enough for now. Just give you a quick little update. One thing I gotta do though, the reason why I'm stopping right now, that's a good where I'm at. I still got to do take a few more parts off my El Camino, but I got to do some homework on this whole pulling the motor and tranny out. This will be the first time I'm pretty much doing it on my own. And I got a question for my YouTube subscribers, everybody who watches my channel who's actually done this before on a small block motor. I see a lot of people, so I got the little hook right there at the end of the cherry picker, and I see a lot of people use the plate for the intake. They take their carburetor off and they take the carburetor off and put a lift plate where the carburetor used to be. I see some people take the intake off, put a lift plate where the intake used to be. I see some people don't do any of that, just use chains. I'm not sure what they all hook it to on the whole chain situation, but that'll be the next phase. I gotta do some homework and figure out what's the best way to actually lift the motor. What's the best lift point to use, should I say. Am I better off? Am I better off just getting a lift plate off an intake, or where the carburetor used to be, just lift it up from the intake, or should I take the intake off and get the bigger plate, lift it like that? Or the whole chain situation, where do they hook the chains to? I don't know. So that's good enough for one weekend though. I got a week to figure it out, figure out what the best method's gonna be, figure out how I'm gonna do this. So just give you a quick update of what's going on. If anybody has any comments, sees I'm doing anything wrong, please speak up, because this I'm an auto body guy, you know, I'm a paint and body man, so this is the first time for me. You know, I've helped buddies out in the past, but they pretty much knew what they were doing, so I got a general idea how to do it, but it's the first time I'm doing it. Excuse me, it's the first time I'm doing it on my own. So there you have it, folks. Just a quick update. Signing out with a whole bunch of miscellaneous parts I pulled off the motor. I'm gonna get there one day, y'all. One piece at a time. Alright, to the next episode.